Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast with your host, Ben Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, Tyler Wright. Man, oh man, great to see us heating up, guys. How y'all feeling?
Pretty good. What's up with y'all?
And not much, bro. Just trying to keep up with all this content that's been coming out lately.
Been a crazy week for agency.
It has been. You know, I'm at work. I'm still getting alerts to my phone. I finally turned on my Yahoo Sports alert. I had it turned off. I have it turned off during the regular NFL season because sometimes I'm not able to watch Saints games, and I don't want my app tell me to score the Saints game. I have recorded. Wait till I get home and watch it.
Well, not hard.
Yeah, man. I remember one time I helping this customer, and it was on a Sunday, and he brought up football, and I said, "Yeah, I'm a Saints fan." He like, "Yeah, that Saints and Falcons game, that was a good game." I said, stop." I said, "Don't tell him to score. I got it recorded. I'm gonna go home and watch it. Just leave it there." He like, "Oh, it was a good game." I'm like, okay, I got it. Don't tell him to score.
I can't do that. I gotta look on my phone to see the score every 5 minutes.
I want to get home, watch it, then get mad if they lose. That's all I want to do. I want to see it for myself. I don't want to see the box score and see how bad they did. I want to see the whole thing, and I'll judge for myself. So, something big happened this week. An NFL legend, an NFL icon, has retired from the NFL. Drew Brees is retiring. How did y'all feel about that news?
It was calm.
Yeah, it was.
For me, it was like a shock factor seeing that, because it was like I knew it was coming. Like I didn't know when, but even though you knew it was coming, you still was shocked. Like when your eyes finally saw you, like, man, this is really it. This is really end of an era in New Orleans.
It's gotta be kind of sad for y'all, huh? I mean, seeing him retire.
Yeah, like he been in the league for 20 years, and he spent most of it with New Orleans. So it was like growing up with somebody you knew, and they're going away, they're moving away. How y'all had a friend that y'all grew up with, and either he moved or y'all moved?
Yeah. That's the hurt.
Yeah, it's that hurt, man. I was like, bruh, Drew Brees really retiring.
It was time though, bro.
It was, but at the same time, you still trying to hold on.
He held on long enough.
All right,
Last season was hard to watch, bro.
It was. You think without the injuries, you think the Saints would have been in the Super Bowl if he hadn't suffered all those injuries?
I do, and I hate to be that Saints fan, but I do.
Yeah, I believe if Drew didn't get hurt, if he stayed completely healthy, like nothing's wrong with him, I think we'll be in the Super Bowl.
Even when Michael Thomas hurt?
Yes. Even when, if you remember the game, we was going up. We were about to go up on a 2-touchdown lead on them, and we were getting the ball back. And think about that. Think about that, Taylor. The situation of that game. Then all of a sudden it flipped, and Drew Brees gonna do his Drew thing because of his injuries and team injuries. They were basically whooping them without Drew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with a full healthy Drew, man, it'll been a different game. I promise you. And let's not remember who else was missing. What 2 players was missing from that game?
Taysom didn't play.
And who else?
Did Emmanuel Sanders play? Yeah, he
Nah,
played.
it was man Latavius Murray.
Latavius Murray.
2 huge factors. They don't seem huge, but they are huge factors in the Saints offense, especially Taysom and Latavius Murray. That dude, I'm trying to tell you, that man's underrated. He was getting at least about 4 yards a pop. And Sean Payton, for some reason, he never like to run him. But with all that being said, Drew Brees retiring is it's so unreal right now. And just thinking about us moving forward, it is gonna be difficult cause now you're gonna see every little thing that you haven't seen. Cause Drew basically covered that flaw, that speck up, so you never really saw it. But I feel like we're probably gonna see more, inconsistency in the quarterback play. We used to perfection, and that's gonna be a problem. So it's gonna be something here gonna be kind of tough for us. Like when Taysom took over and we were like critiquing everything. I know I was. Tyler, as a Saints fan, what did Drew Brees' legacy mean to you?
Drew was really my favorite player, like by far. So it really hurt seeing him retire. But like I'm thankful for the years he had with the Saints. He really turned the franchise around single-handedly almost.
Yeah,
especially after Katrina, to win a Super Bowl, man. Like it don't get no better than that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. For me, man, I'm a little bit older than Utah, so I saw lot of rough years. I was before the brown paper bags, but even before the brown paper bags, we were still pretty bad. And when we got Drew, it just felt like life was brought back into an organization. Like colors was vibrant, everybody was dancing more now, everybody was happy. And I remember when he took us to Super Bowl, it was just like in shock and awe that we even made it this far to the Super Bowl. And we won. And man, I want to tell y'all right now, I cried. And what's so amazing about that, when we won, I cried, and all my friends, they started patting me on my back. They're like, "You deserve it. You deserve it." Like they weren't like dogging me and nothing like that. And my friend, a couple of my friends pulled from a coach kind of like Peyton Manning. But when we won, they patted me on my back. Like congratulations, bro. Y'all deserve it, So that's how much of a meaning that he brought into all the Saints fans' lives. Seeing him on and off the field, what he did for the community in New Orleans, in Louisiana area, even in Mississippi. They did play a preseason game down here. So, no, he just touched every aspect in the game and also in people's lives. And so it's gonna be hard to fill them shoes now. And I wish him the best in his broadcasting career. And it's gonna be sad. And when the first game of the season opens up, I know they're gonna do something special for him. I want to hear some loud who that chance.
Yeah, he got to lead the chance for the next game, for the first game.
He gotta lead it. He gotta lead the chant, man. He gotta be like Reggie in that playoff game. He gotta lead the chant. Go
even
ahead.
as like just an NFL fan, like it's just sad to see like a legend leave the game. Also, somebody he's such a good guy in the game. Like that's what I always say. Like when you're watching people like Brady and Brees and any of those like big legends, it's like you just gotta cherish the moments with them because you never know like when they're gonna retire. So like I'm sure y'all cherished all the moments y'all had. I mean, y'all got y'all's only Super Bowl with him. So no, that was probably tough to see him retire.
Yeah, exactly. And he brought us our only Super Bowl, and that's why I think even without the Super Bowl, I think a lot of fans will still be in debt to Drew because of the consistency play and what all the stuff he did off the field, which really matters most of what you do off the field and how he carried himself as a professional. He never was like just bringing negativity to the team. He was always positive about things. Even though sometimes I wanted him to be negative and critical of certain aspects, but he always knew the right thing to say.
So
And
the real question is, where does he finish in the all-time debate, quarterback?
I still have him top 5, maybe 3. I even consider 4th, but I'm not dropping him. I'm not dropping him at 5. I just think he deserved to be at least 3 or 4th.
Yeah, well, I got him 4 or 5.
Got Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Some people still say Dan Marino. Some people say Rodgers. But I'll probably go Marino. I believe Marino and Drew are the same. So Marino, then Drew, then maybe A-Rod.
No Montana?
Yeah, that was him. Maybe a lot of people have Aaron Rodgers in the top 5, and Aaron Rodgers is good. He always had weapons too. Some people even got Brett Favre in the top 5. So my 5th, it can interchange. I can see why somebody might say Montana, Brett Favre, Elway, Rodgers. That's about the base of everybody. Got Steve Young, he's not gonna be in there. Troy Aikman, no guys are gonna be in there. What do you think, Gatwood?
Yeah, I'd say he's like top 5. He's 4th or 5th.
Yeah, I couldn't be mad at 4th, but I said 5th one. But anybody have him outside the top 5 that y'all don't watch football, y'all never watched the Saints game in your life. You never saw a masterpiece. I promise you, his passing was like a masterpiece. He fit balls in the tight locations, back shoulders, balls almost touching the ground where only the receiver can catch it. He used to have a beautiful deep ball too.
It's criminal that he has no MVP. That's crazy.
It's criminal.
That's sad.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get tired of these writers, man. Like, they don't even watch half of these games to even know what they just look at the stats and they might look at a couple of highlights. But why they don't pick writers? I don't know, from each, the local region or something. It's hard. Granted, it's hard to watch every NFL game. So why they don't pick writers in regions, like split up like that? Like, you cover this area, y'all can watch any other game, but your understanding is in this region, so you know what type of player he is. Like, just have 3 or 4 writers in each region and make them vote like that.
That's like Wilson. I feel like Wilson might end up just like Brees one day and like retire without an MVP.
It's crazy. It's like they fall in love with one guy and they give it to the same guy every year.
And the thing about Wilson is, like, Wilson and Brees are both like shorter guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but
they
their own thing. But like, he was consistently putting up like 5,000 yard seasons, bro.
With historically bad defenses.
Yes. Efficient 5,000 yard seasons too.
They said he had 5. Didn't he have 5,000 yard seasons?
Yeah, like 5 in the next. I don't
he's
think
the only
any quarterback has more than 1.
He's the only player with multiple 5,000 passing yard seasons. But that's for another discussion. That's just it's messed up, man. I guess it's just like Kobe. He should have more than one MVP. It's just really, it's just downright untasteful, distasteful. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of times I don't put a stop in some of you writers what they're talking about. Cause half the time they don't even know what they're talking about. That's why I don't follow one writer. I'm not gonna say his name, but he just didn't know Saints football, and it'll make me mad. So I'm following him.
You gotta shut that name out, bro. Gotta ask. We gotta have some eggs here, bro.
We gotta have some drama in the sports world, huh?
Let me say this.
You gotta get some beats.
I looked it up, and there's only been 12 5,000-yard passing seasons ever, and Brees has 5 of them, and nobody has more than one. He has 5.
And not one dang MVP. That's insane. That's straight up distasteful. Straight up. Speaking of Drew, we talking about the Saints quarterback situation. Jameis Winston did sign with New Orleans Saints. He signed a 1-year deal worth $12.5 million. And the Saints say they are having a QB competition, but I just think they just saying that for Taysom Hill's sake. But we know Winston is going to be a starting quarterback. I'll be shocked. And I would say Saints are trying to throw a season so they can draft or trade for somebody. But I see Winston starting. How y'all feel about Winston running the Saints offense?
I'm kind of excited.
I think it's important.
Go ahead, Gatwood.
I think he's going to work out. I mean, he's got a year under his belt learning that offense, and I think learning under Brees for 1 year and having Sean Payton, I think it's going to work out pretty good. They probably need to sign another receiver though, and probably a tight end.
Oh, Adam Trautman, he's going to be tight end 1. Trust me, he's a beast. Watch out. Oh, say that again. You broke up.
I said they got to get another receiver though.
Yeah, and some Saints writers and they think the Saints have enough at receiver, but I disagree. They need to have a legit number 2. I mean, a legit number 2, not guys that we sprinkle in the offense here and there. A legit number 2 that can stay on the field if he needs to, or he can transition to a number 1 if something again happened to MT. Got Marquez Callaway, Traquan, definitely not Traquan. Who's another one? The kick returner. What's his name? Tyler, what's his name?
Deontay Harris.
Deontay Harris. He's a kick returner, so he's gonna get sprinkled into the offense. He's not gonna just go straight into a role as a receiver. They have to get one of the receivers. I'm thinking maybe T.Y. Hilton, maybe depending on how much he's asking for, because Jameis love a deep threat, bro. You remember when he had Deshaun Jackson? He was overthrowing him, but he wanted to connect with D-Jax so bad.
What happened to
I think that'd be a good pick.
T.Y. Hilton stay hurt or something? Or am I mistaken?
He just recently had injuries. It haven't been a whole career thing.
Yeah.
I think he could have a breakout year with them. I think that'd be a good pickup.
Yeah, me too. He can stretch the field. He can run intermediate to long routes. MT run the shorter routes to intermediate, and that's a perfect combination. We don't have a deep threat. Marquez Callaway can run the short, mid, and long, and Traquan can do the same thing: short, mid, long. So T.Y. Hilton be a great pickup for the Saints to be on the opposite side of MT. Remember, T.Y. Hilton was a true number 1 a couple years back. 2 years, actually like 2 years ago. So he started having the injury. He had, I don't know what kind of injury he had. I think it was like the ankle. He had bottom somewhere ankle. So I like T.Y. Hilton to take Emmanuel Sanders' place.
It ain't matter.
Yeah, trust me, Tyler. I told you, Tyler, I'm the GM, bro. I'm a GM.
And people aren't really
Yeah,
talking
absolutely.
about T.Y. Hilton that much, so y'all might could get him on a pretty good deal.
Exactly. And I think he'll love to play with Winston. Winston got a big arm, and T.Y. like to go deep. And I think
I'm
they'll
higher
be
on Winston.
perfect.
I'm higher on Winston than a lot of people are. I think he could have a good year.
I'm more, y'all know how I am. I'm more of a wait and see type of guy. And I wait. I'm not gonna criticize Winston at all. I don't care about his 50 touchdowns and 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions or wherever he had. I don't care about that. Like I watched a couple of Buccaneers games. Some of them were tip passes, and some of them were really bad throws. And I feel like if anybody can fix anything, that's Sean Payton. So I'll wait till I see the product before I get my final, decision on what I think of Winston. But right now, I'm just not overjoyed. And more like, okay, we'll see what you got, big boy. Let's see.
Y'all might think this is crazy, but he is my sleeper MVP guy next year.
Well, I know who you drafting in fantasy.
I'm just saying. Like, I think he can have a big year, like with the Saints. I really do.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, man. Look what he did with the Bucks. I don't doubt that. I want to see consistency.
Yeah.
I want to see a leader too. I want him to stop with the antics. Just go in there and do your job.
I like him eating W's there.
Man, I can't. And that's another thing that really will put me off though, Tyler. Him saying, "Let's eat EW." I was like, bro, how can you be this corny, man? Like nobody in the huddle was feeling this, and I want people. I want to see that like when we lose, like, hey, Jamie's eating them W's. I already see it, man. They're gonna try to use it as like a knock on the team. I already know. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to be jeered and poked fun of because Winston costing the games. They're like, y'all eating them W's, huh? I'm not ready for that, man. It's gonna piss me off. I already know it gonna make me mad. I don't go off on Instagram and Twitter on these people. I already know. God, they already make me mad with. Oh, they already make me mad by calling MT Slam Boy. That kind of getting on my nerves. They're really kind of getting on my nerves right now. So I already know the crab legs. Yeah, I already know the eat the W gonna get on my nerves. Go ahead. What you about to say?
But I was I'm just excited to see like a more downfield passing game this year.
Yeah, I understand. A more dynamic offense and open up the playbook. I'm ready to see that. Cause we know Sean Payton, he threw out a couple of plays. He shortened the playbook. And
because we still got AK, we still got Michael Thomas. Tom Montgomery, I think, is still there.
He signed back, and Al Trotman.
Yeah.
We got a young team. We really do. Speaking of,
what I was gonna ask you though, before we get, they were saying we was looking at Richard Sherman, right? If you had to choose between getting T.Y. Hilton or Richard Sherman, what would you choose?
T.Y.
Interesting.
I have seen Sherman get beat. And I don't know he would fit in New Orleans defensive scheme. I remember Richard Sherman don't travel. He stay on one side of the field. And Marshawn travels. I don't know how they gonna make that work. Guys, if the best receiver's traveling, going to different points, and Marshawn's following him, I don't know how you make adjustments to Sherman just playing in one area. He's just playing in one side of the field. I don't know how I don't know. And I'm good thing and not a D coordinator to try to figure that out, how to make that work. Y'all boy Cam Newton. Cam Supergirl Newton signed back with the Patriots 1 year, $13.6 million.
I love it.
Yeah, I see what the Patriots doing. They trying to build around Cam Newton because they know they got a lot of inconsistencies. He got a lot of weaknesses, and they trying to wager that they trying to balance his offsetting skills by adding more pieces and more depth in the online and D line. So they tell me they want to control the game.
And they got two really good tight ends now.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that they doing all this because Cam is he not promising. That's why they adding all this stuff because they know that Cam Newton is not what he used to be. So they got to make up for it. They got to build around. They got to build a structure where they got to control the line of scrimmage and control, the defense got to be able to stop somebody. So they adding all these pieces to help Cam Newton in these areas where he don't, have to press. Because when he press, he make bad throws and make bad decisions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all paying a lot of money for a backup that y'all on bench week 6.
Here you go, bro.
I'm just saying, he gonna get benched in the game. It's a matter of time. If they going hit with him starting.
To be fair though, he did not have that much weapons last year.
It doesn't matter. He overthrew. Like, it's not that I'm not knocking him for not having people around him. I get that. It was his throws were off, and he made horrible decisions. Like, he could have thrown it away. He could have threw it at somebody's feet like Drew would do all the time. Or Tom or Aaron. He made horrible throws, and some of the throws were way off. Like, he was throwing like that quarterback that came in for Denver when they didn't have a quarterback. When that receiver played, that guy from Wake Forest, when he played quarterback for Denver, dude, he was throwing like.
Dude, bro, don't do that, bro. Come on, bro.
Man, no, I'm not exaggerating. He was throwing footballs like that dude from Wake Forest.
Whatever, you're exaggerating.
I'm not. He was.
Being killed every player he don't like, bro.
Dude, he was throwing like the dude from Wake Forest.
Dude, like, I like
Cam
Newton.
He was throwing like a dude that did.
I like Cam Newton, like, already, but, like, the way you talk about him makes me root for him so much harder.
Pick him over your fantasy team then.
Ooh.
Back up.
I got real quiet. Hey, pick him up. I want to see him on your roster. This coming up fantasy league. Pick him up. Pick him up.
I will. I will name my team Cam Newton next year.
And look, and he was taking up a roster spot. I guarantee you will drop him by week 4. I guarantee it.
Come on, man.
You know it to be true, Gatwood. You would drop this man by week 4. I know how you drop people. You barely give him a chance. And when you see Cam Newton start throwing them ducks, you're like, oh, don't try to hold on to him for my sake because you're trying to prove me wrong. Be real. When he starts screwing up, bro, you're going to drop him. And you're going to need that roster spot for something else that you like.
Okay, you might have got me there, but
I'm just telling you, like, I can see maybe the Patriots can go 7-9, maybe even 8-8.
I'm saying, like, he's gonna have to prove me. Like, before I would take him, like, he's gonna have to prove me he can do a little bit better this year, which I think he will. But obviously, I'm gonna take a more proven guy, like, before I take him.
I take Ryan Fitzpatrick right now over Cam that just signed with Washington.
Okay, I wouldn't do that.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm not mad at that.
Why wouldn't you, Gatwood?
Because Cam is not just about his passing; he gets a lot of rushing touchdowns too.
Remember, but Fitzpatrick was doing it with the Dolphins receiving core. They had 2 receivers out last year, the Dolphins. they didn't have none of their receivers. I think Grant. Man, I can't remember the other guy's name.
Devontae Parker got hurt, I think.
And they have Devontae Parker on and off. Myles Gaskin was their leading running back. Now he got Antonio Gibson.
Let's talk about that. You think they're going to be better this year, the Washington football team?
I do. I like that Ryan Fitzpatrick pickup. I do. I like it a lot.
Hey, Fitzpatrick's kind of underrated a little bit. He's not bad.
He's not. The Dolphins, was they not like they were on the verge to making the playoffs?
Yeah, they were 10-6.
Yes. Before they decided to do that whole tour experiment, they kind of threw everything off the rails with that. But if they would stuck with Fitzpatrick, I think they would have got in.
Yeah, I think so too.
And the Redskins have a defense just like the Dolphins do, but the Redskins receivers are better. And the tight end, Thomas, come on. The Redskins, they can probably win this division.
Yeah, I can see that. Depends how Dak does with the Cowboys.
Yeah, Jakeem Grant. That's the guy I was talking about. And they have Albert Wilson with the Dolphins. And Fitzpatrick still was killing without Jakeem Grant and Albert Wilson. So that's what I'm saying. Like I really like the Redskins, and I'll take Fitzpatrick over Cam right now. Which team did y'all have winning free agency?
Patriots.
You go first, Gary.
I'll say Patriots so far.
I have Patriots also. You stole mine. Buccaneers was the obvious choice, but
I was gonna go with the obvious choice. Ben wasn't gonna like mine.
I don't hate that. You're right, cause I was gonna go Buccaneers also, but I like what New England's doing. Like they making moves, they improving their O-line, their D-line. What really matters, you win in the trenches. And like I said, I like what the Bucs did. They signed all their people back. Basically, they still had the same Super Bowl team, but that was the obvious choice. So I decided to go a different route.
I don't think New England ever spent this much in free agency.
They haven't. They picked up Matt Judon, beast for the Baltimore Ravens. Jonah Smith was he was a diamond in the rough last year. The boy can play. I was surprised they let him go. I guess kind of Delane Walker is coming back, but man, if I was the Titans, I would have kept both of them. I don't understand it. Them two together would been basically Aaron Hernandez and Gronk.
But now they got Hunter Henry and John.
Yeah, but the only thing I'm not. Let me tell you this right now. I'm not really high on Hunter Henry. First of all, he's injury prone. Every year is something wrong with him, and it just seems like sometimes he have highs and lows, man. If he can play all 16 games at a high level, like he's capable of, then I can see that being a really great tandem. It just all depends on Hunter Henry. If he can stay healthy, and that if he can continue to play at a high level. He took a knock at Justin Herbert for some reason. I don't know about playing with somebody that can get him the ball or something like that. I can't remember his exact comment. It was a foolish comment. Huh?
What? He said that about Herbert?
Yes. Man, you gonna make me pull this up. Let me see.
That's the best quarterback he's had since he's been there.
Man, you gonna make me pull this comment. I should have had this already on me. Oh boy, I don't know where I find it, to be honest. Oh, he said Henry Hunter wants to play Hunter Henry wants to play with a good QB. Is basically what he said. He said he have a sight on playing with a good QB. I don't understand what he's talking about.
Well, I'd take Herbert over Cam Newton. I'm sorry.
What? So what is? Did they get into a fight or something? Cause a statement like that, it seemed like it just don't come unwarranted. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't make a comment like that if you don't have a gripe with somebody. I want to play with a good QB. Huh? Okay, bro. Just focus on staying healthy. That's what you need to do. So my pick was the Patriots. They added Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, two really good receivers, but they still didn't need to get a true number one. They still need to get true number one. Both of those are great receivers. Not great, but no, Nelson Aguilar is pretty up there. He's pretty good. And Kendrick Bourne, he's very reliable. But they need a true number one. They need to get that. And I like what they did on the D line and on the O line. That's my pick. The Patriots. They winning the free agency right now. And the Buccaneers are runner up, of course, because like I said, they signed everybody back. You can't really hate on that. I'm still saying they're not winning the Super Bowl. They're not going back to back. All right. Dustin, what's happening, man?
Not much. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Another day, another dollar, another day we get to talk about LeBron Lakers. It should be interesting. All right, AD. I ain't gonna say nothing bad. All right, AD. He's missing. There's a report that he's missing more time. Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing, man. Especially when it comes to even the possibility of hurting that Achilles, I think he needs to take all the time he needs, especially with the playoffs coming up, because they're pretty much locked in, and they'll still be a top 4 seed. So, they don't really have. It's no team in the bottom 4 that they really just have to worry about.
What'd you say, Tyler?
I agree with Dustin. The only concern I would have is them getting like a rhythm before the playoffs.
Yeah, I can see that. Things being off. But other than that,
LeBron-led teams start off kind of slow.
I see there's no reason to rush them back. They're still winning games here and there. And the farthest they may drop, like we said before, it's like the 4th or 5th seed, which is not really bad. The more time you get rest, the better. There's no point of rushing back, especially with the team we have. It's pretty solid. And like I said, they winning games without you. I wouldn't rush anything. If I need to miss more time, I just miss my more time. I go day I practice with them. Day to day, I just work out, make sure I'm ready to go back. I see it's a good thing that he may miss more time. Some people might see it as a bad thing because they like he must be really hurt, or he just fragile and he just can't really get wherever his injury that's nagging him healed already. Taylor, what you say?
Yeah, I agree with y'all. You don't want another KD situation all over again. They're already got a bunch of wins and they're still, staying they're still playing really good without him, or not really good, but they're doing good enough to make the playoffs. So you might as well get to the playoffs and make sure he's fully healthy so he doesn't get hurt worse.
Exactly. So take your time. The worst will happen is that your team drops down to 5th seed, and you might have played a little bit more tougher opponent than expected. but you rather be fully healthy so instead of 50-50. You halfway healthy. You want to be fully ready to go, have an injury healed, because all of us had injuries in sports before. We know that we think it's healed, but we come back a little bit early and it's nagging, and we re-injure it, or something horrible happened to the injury. So take your time, heal up, and go back at it when they call you. So lately, Cal Kuzma has been lighting it up. It's kind of funny though, is it not, that he heating up when AD's out, and he heating up when he's coming off the bench with the second team? Is there like an underlying issue or message or chemistry going on with the Lakers?
I don't know. They need to practice free throws and practice a little bit more.
Yeah, well, some people not always been great free throw shooters, so you can't really help that sometimes.
You got two bad ones on one side. Then LeBron fouled a couple this year too.
Yeah,
Tyler,
yeah.
we know he's talking about, don't we, Tyler?
I did not say any names. He was right. He talking about two bad free throw shooters, and I agree with him. One of them not known for his free throw shooting. That's all I said. There wasn't nothing bad. It's just facts, right?
Yeah.
So these guys, it might. I hate to see it, but it might be an issue down the line if they don't fix some of these little issues like free throw shooting, or even like chemistry with Kyle Kuzma. It kind of seems like he does good when LeBron's on the court.
I mean, he does. He gets more shots. He's a rhythm shooter, so.
Yeah.
And he really was a couple of reasons why they won these last couple of games.
Yeah, he's stepping up in AD's absence, though.
It's exactly like they came back against the Pacers. He had 24. He he put up 18 shots. He took 18 shots in that game. But some other games he only had like 5 shots, 13. So it's just really kind of weird that he's on the up and down roller coaster. I'm trying to say this dude has potential, and I feel like LA is like ruining this guy. And he's only 25.
Well, I mean, he was, before LeBron came, I mean, he arguably there. When it was him, Andre Ingram, and Lonzo, them boys, arguably their best player.
And Randall.
Then, yeah. So,
I understand him coming off the bench, but at some point, y'all have to put this dude in a starting lineup. Like you probably want him starting off hot. Coming into the game, since LeBron like to pass it up, he don't want to take certain shots. So why won't LeBron get him into the rhythm if he's a rhythm shooter? It's just like I'm not really a rhythm shooter either, but it feels good when you get touches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like Justin said, he's a rhythm shooter. Like, he's a volume shooter, so he's not gonna get that many touches in the lineup with AD and LeBron.
I see why he come off the bench, but I think he needs to be in that starting lineup. To be honest.
What about when they're healthy? Do you think he should start over?
What do I say, Taylor?
I say, who do you think he should start over, like when they're fully healthy?
I mean, they got Caldwell Pope as shooting guard.
I think he fits in better with the first unit though, and Kuzma's like more of a scorer. Like, he can ball handle. That's probably why he's better off the bench though. So like when LeBron sits down, they have like another scorer on the court.
Because Schroeder really haven't been doing anything special. Caldwell Pope disappears here and there.
Caldwell Pope came up big for him last season in the playoffs. Now his shoulders, he filled that void that Rondo left.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be a real big help come playoffs too. That was a really nice pickup.
Yeah.
Schroeder didn't really impress me with the OKC in the playoffs a couple years back. I felt like he folded in certain moments and he disappeared.
He's a good little player, though.
He is. It just seems like sometimes I feel like if he's not involved, sometimes he kind of just fades away.
I say this, he's a top 5 guard defender in the league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
He's pesky.
He is. They need some defense. And LA is a good defensive team too when they want to be. They pretty long. They got some tall guys with some long arms that can cause trouble for opposing offenses. And sometimes you just worry. You worry about them on the offensive side. Sometimes do they rely too much on AD to get it done, or do they rely too much on LeBron? Do they have a good balance? And I feel like AD have been working hard lately. And that's why, before he got injured, his numbers weren't like they were a couple years ago.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about that team is they don't have a scorer, per se.
Like somebody that can just pull up and just make it like they
go like ISO and get their own bucket.
Oh yeah, okay. You talking about one of those? Yeah. Schroeder used to be that. With Atlanta. Yeah, he used to be that with Atlanta. He seems like he's going away from that type of playing style. He used to be he used to ball out in Atlanta.
I mean, he kind of. Whenever you go to a team with LeBron, you're gonna have to adjust your playing style.
Right.
Because he in Atlanta he got a lot. He had more control of the ball, and in LA you're not gonna have as much control over the ball with LeBron, and then especially then going back to Kuzma as well, you're not getting as many touches because LeBron is gonna make sure AD get his touches before anybody else, and then LeBron will get his touches, and then everybody else after that.
Mhm. It's just kind of
hey.
Oh, go ahead.
I had some breaking news, but it's NFL.
What's that?
Deshaun prefers the 49ers or the Broncos as where he wants to play.
And he's not getting traded neither. I don't know why he keep coming out talking. Like, he had, the testing, you know what, Deshaun? All right, we got you, bro. Testing the 49ers or the Broncos. We got you. You just came out and said, okay, we got you. I don't know why he keeps. I don't know why he keeps saying that. I don't know. I don't know what he expect. The Clippers. Man, oh man. What to say about the Clippers? Kawhi came out with the recent comments about his team after their loss against the Pelicans. He said LA's inconsistency is very concerning. Leonard told reporters, we want to have a chance. If we want to have a chance at anything, we gotta be consistent. Do Kawhi have a problem with his team?
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah, it sounds like he's talking about people.
Yeah, to me it sounds like he's been toxic, The last two.
It's like he said we gotta be consistent.
Right.
Like usually when you make a statement like that, you say as me as well. But he said if you want to have a chance at anything, he said you gotta be consistent.
Right.
Inconsistency is very concerning. Who has been inconsistent?
My thing is, how you keep calling like the top 10 talking about they got to be consistent
When he hadn't been
But
consistent.
it ain't even just that. It's like, bro, you was late to practice, late to the team bus and stuff. Like, dude.
Paul George would come out and say consistency. You ain't showing the practice. You talking about consistency.
Load management.
Yeah, like you consistency.
Come on, bro.
You want to it's like getting into an argument with your girlfriend or something about they're like, what? You talking about me?
They're going to talk to his uncle about that, John.
Yeah, you you better get on that private jet and y'all better go talk.
There's probably who told him to say that. He probably even said, Kawhi, none of this is your fault. Everything is everybody else's fault. That's
Exactly. It's the whole team.
I've never heard Kawhi take personal responsibility ever. I could be wrong, but I don't even remember him taking personal responsibility when they lost to the Nuggets last year in the playoffs. They were blaming Doc Rivers and sending, throwing shade, but Kawhi never, not once, blamed himself. Because then, did he even score in the fourth quarter of that last game?
I don't recall. I
don't think he did.
He had like 4 points or something in the fourth quarter.
If he did, it wasn't much.
And I think he riding that ring, bro. Like the Warriors were so hurt and so banged up. Like you're not getting too much cut out that ring, bro. I'm sorry.
And KD wasn't available.
Right. I heard KD came out and gave y'all 11 straight points, bro. Like, just relax.
It's just, man, I want to like Kawhi, but he's been on my nerves lately. But if you're going to talk about the team, man, you got to talk about yourself also. You just can't say we got to be more consistent. Everything else is irrelevant compared to me. So you just got to be more accountable for your own actions.
All right.
Ben, it's okay not to like Kawhi, man. You can come over here and join the club. But, I agree with you. He talks about everybody, except himself. And, I'm sure when they get eliminated from the playoffs this year, that, he's going to blame Ty Lue, the coach that he supposedly handpicked.
He's going to blame somebody.
What I got to say? They talk about how LeBron's an individual and all these other athletes are individuals, like in basketball, but Kawhi's got to be the most individual basketball player in the game.
That man got a shoe deal and thinks he's on top of the world. What do you say, King of L.A.? That commercial?
Man, I have not seen one person, not one person, wearing some Kawhi. Not one person.
You remember what I told y'all? What happened to our Kawhi Leonards? We have them in 3 different colors. Not one of them sold that I can recall, and we had to ship them out. So I guess we shipped them back to New Balance. It's not an ugly shoe. It just feel weird and shaped weird,
What is, man? In the words of Shannon Sharp, man, they in the back of Those are the shoes you find in the back of Walgreens for the old people. So,
For the old people that wear New Balance like that.
you know the ones, the shoes that be hanging up by the plastic hanger.
Yeah, it already had a size on there for you. It look like straight buddies. Man, that's what Kawhi Leonard is, a hot top buddy with colors.
Yeah, wow for that.
Man, I was like, this shoe. To be honest, I buy Embiid before I buy Kawhi. I'm just being honest.
I didn't even know Embiid had a shoe.
Dude, Embiid shoes are not. They slept on. I'm just say that they nice. If my kid wants some Embiid, I would not been bad. I'd say sure, I'll buy you these because they're not a bad looking shoe.
You wouldn't buy them with Kawhi?
No, I don't think I would. I'll try to talk them out of them. I'll say, man, go ahead and get Curry's, bro.
Man, you know, none of your kids will ask for Kawhi.
I don't even think they know who Kawhi Leonard is, to be honest. I'm just being truthful. Like, he's not a real markable guy, to be, in my opinion.
He's not.
No.
So that's why I think he probably signed with New Balance to be the first New Balance true athlete for basketball. He's just not a marketable guy. They try to throw some fun animations with his shoes. They came out with the Jolly Rancher edition. It had a lot of colors. It had a lot of Jolly Rancher emotes on it, but it was lackluster. It's not heavy, but it's just, like I said, it's shaped weird. It's hard to explain. Y'all had to try some on to understand what I'm talking about. Tyler, did you try some on?
No.
Yeah, see, I didn't bother trying them on, to be honest. I should. Well, I did try them on, but I didn't like jump around, run around in them. But they just feel weird.
Being the only time people are trying those shoes on is when an elderly person walk into a store with the doctor.
Like got some orthopedics. But the thing is, like, people come to our store and ask to try on shoes, but nobody ain't asked to try on Kawhi's. They're like, oh, I point to them. They're like, oh, them Kawhi Leonard's. I'm like, yeah. They're like, all right.
They blow you off. They blow them Kawhis off like they.
Yeah, well, they just like, interesting. First time seeing these, and that'd be the end of it. Oh man, it's Kawhi, bro. Drop the uncle, drop the non-caring attitude, and just be a leader, bro. Cause y'all are inconsistent. You are inconsistent. Not just the Clippers, but you. Too laid back sometimes, man. That can hurt you. When you be laid back like that can hurt you.
That's the thing. You're not really even laid back though. You're more passive aggressive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Do you think did his dad died or something like that? Die?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was like young. That was when he was like, I think, like young teenager. Like.
Yeah, so that could be like why he be a passive aggressive. That could be the reason why. Okay, psychologically, people just don't get over certain stuff, and that's understandable. But he just, I don't know. His uncle got guided him in the right direction. Like, he can't be exploiting him. I feel like his uncle was using him like big time. And
if his uncle wanted to be his agent, he would have been his agent when he initially, decided to enter the NBA draft. But at that point, he wasn't very big on anybody's radar.
San Diego State.
Yeah, exactly. And then he wasn't a big high school player either. So, nobody was really just looking at him because I think the scout report, said he couldn't shoot. I think they just said he was a good rebound, athletic for the most part. And San Antonio ended up picking him up, and he just ended up thriving in that Spurs system and, winning that championship. And then once he got on, all of a sudden his uncle interested.
Like, oh, you bringing in money. Okay. Okay, nephew. Let's go get this let's go get this bread, nephew. You know how they be talking.
Let's get
Hey,
this
what
bread.
you say there, nephew? What you
Hey, nephew, I ain't talked to you in a while. By the way, I was thinking about going into, being an agent, and I wanted to.
Hey, look, ain't never been an agent or nothing in his life.
Hey, that man probably on the phone trying to talk business with his bills. He's like, you know what? Can we just add this to the back end? Like trying to make deals with about paying his bills. Like, see, why I be doing it, man. I be getting my bills paid. I can help you. And it's just like, oh no, it's just crazy. Our family members. Who was there that talked about that on the podcast about family members exploiting them and trying to take money from was it Brandon Marshall and Ocho Cinco?
Yeah, that was Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, man, that was some real stuff. Like he was going deep into him. Kawhi, you can't let. I'll say people that have your best interest in heart, not like from the get go. Like they're with you from day one. And his uncle wasn't with him day one. It seemed like his uncle is just using, what he has to, to gain in his life. And it's unfortunate because it made him look like it made Kawhi look like he can't handle his own business. That it made him look unprofessional dealing with the Spurs. It's just, especially with Pop. Pop, he's an understanding guy. So when he come out and say that, he called you, he tried to reach out to you, he tried to do all these things to close the gap, to bridge the gap, and you didn't want to even eat dinner or speak to him. That's just kind of messed up. That's like no respect. That's a lack of respect, in my opinion, to a great coach. And I know we all of us had coaches in here that we were pretty close to. And if I was leaving and, Coach Elam or Coach Cable, they came out to me like, hey, I know you're not happy. No, I sit down with those guys. They really do care about you. You know what I'm saying? I know Pop really care about Kawhi like that.
Well, that's when I knew it had to be Kawhi. When he fell out with Pop, I was like, something right.
Exactly.
That never happened. Everybody likes Pop as is.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you even see with the LaMarcus Aldridge, situation now. It's no bad blood, and Spurs trying to actually get Kawhi to a good team instead of just trading him anywhere or even just out so that he can, be a free agent. He can just go where he wants to.
And like I said, they really trying to help Aldridge. They gonna pretty much trade him to a contender. I already know they are. They don't just send him, ship him anywhere, and they gonna get some good capital back for him. And Kawhi, I hope he learns in time before teams really start like shipping him. Like what team he been with? Spurs, been with Toronto. Now he with Clippers, and Clippers not doing all that well. He might be moving on to another team soon, to be honest.
Yeah, because he only did like a 3-year deal.
He's still a superstar.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna.
I'm not saying like the team will want him, but he gonna be team hopping because it seemed like he never like connect. You know what I'm saying? How you put your roots down. To me, I feel like he should have stayed in Toronto.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Toronto will love that man forever, bro. Forever.
They would have been contenders with him. With that
Every year. Like, number one seeds every year. But for some reason, man, he want to go to a big market. I don't know if his uncle, that was his uncle thing. And Toronto, they had like, they're just a low-end place in Canada. Come on, man. Like, that's Toronto, bro.
Well, they actually got a pretty good basketball fan base there.
Yes, exactly.
It's not like, going to, the Memphis Grizzlies.
And then you in Canada, they probably won't have a national Kawhi Day for Canadians. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a whole place to yourself. So why wouldn't you? I don't get it. Didn't they like try to name some shops or food after him in Toronto or somewhere like that? It was somewhere in Canada. They were like trying to make him a stay. Like, they were trying to give lifetime eating certificates or something like that. It was something crazy. Like, they were literally like throwing out gifts like he a king.
Well, I mean, that may have been part of the problem, man. He may have, Drake may have been getting on his nerves, calling him,
And we were gonna collab. Drake want to collab with everybody.
He probably told him he put a tattoo, on him, like he did for KD.
Yeah. He said, bro, he probably told Drake.
Gonna sign on the OVO.
Yeah. He probably looking at Drake like, bro, stop calling my phone. Like, man, FaceTime me real quick. Oh, man, like, it just, I don't know. I think that was a bad decision on his part. And I feel like his uncle probably nudged him to L.A. as of the big market. He like, more money. You can get it.
Yeah.
You the king of L.A.
I mean, even after that commercial, I ain't seen Kawhi really on anything else.
Me either. He quieted down a lot. I haven't seen nothing with really Kawhi commercials, anything, bro. If he was signed with Nike or Adidas, man, I think he would have posters and all this type of jazz. But I haven't really seen him on anything. Not even Hulu. Hulu give sponsorships to everybody. Even Baker got sponsorships. Even Baker Mayfield doing commercials, bro. I know his agent must be really bad. He ain't getting no love.
Hulu has live sports.
Yeah, I think he'll do a Hulu commercial really well. They like to throw them weird types of commercials on Hulu. I think he'll fit in just right. I want to talk about this real quick. Clippers did have a trade interest in Rozier and Rubio. Would either player solve their problems?
Yes, for sure.
Rozier, nice. Westbrook too.
Oh, and Westbrook. I ain't here about Westbrook. Okay, and Westbrook. Out of Rozier, Rubio, Westbrook, who you take?
I'm taking Rozier.
I'm taking Rozier also.
I'm taking Westbrook.
Yeah, Rozier. I think he fit in well with that the type of offense they run. Westbrook, he's too much of a liability. He probably getting Kawhi way. Kawhi's almost like LeBron. He like to drive and handle the paint area a lot. So they might clash. They might clash.
Real strong personality.
Yeah. Man, I can see Westbrook talking to Kawhi. Kawhi just look at this man like, bro, will you shut up? Do you ever stop talking?
Don't do that to him.
Man, Kawhi chilling, Westbrook over there mad about something. He's like, bro, this dude, what is he doing?
Kawhi just drinking his Gatorade.
Yeah, he like, chill, man, chill. He like,
What's this? Still a superstar now?
Yeah, he is. He is. He's a different breed for sure. For sure. But it's all about him finding the right connection. That's all I gotta say. And right now, I don't know. I just don't know what that is.
Oh, there is one because, man, the Wizards are they just bad.
They're gonna have to blow that up. So that's what I'm saying. Westbrook will be traded.
They should have blew that up a long time ago.
They should have. They would have got a lot of good stuff in return for Westbrook for sure. All right, guys. That's about the end of the show. Y'all have anything else on your?
No, I was gonna say, man, your boy LeBron, man, he's he got Liverpool and the Boston Red Sox, man. You gonna send him a congrats on Twitter, Instagram?
He ain't getting nothing from me. And first of all, I don't even like the Red Sox, so that just plays into the whole thing. Yeah, that just fits him perfectly. I don't even like the Red Sox, so
he couldn't do it.
He brought the wrong. It's not my fault. He brought the wrong baseball team. I do not like the Red Sox. So it just fit well with him. So there you go.
He couldn't do it, Tyler.
No, Dustin brought it up. I did not. No. Was there a setup, man? Was there a setup?
It's made two huge business moves, man. Bought Liverpool, part of Liverpool, and a part of Red Sox. I just thought you maybe wanted to, tell them congratulations for.
No, actually, you know what I really did though when I saw them news.
Oh my God!
You want to know what I wanted? I hit the little drop down arrow on Twitter and on Facebook. I said high post, and they asked me why you want high post. I said this post is irrelevant to me, and I don't want to see nothing else like this. And that's case closed. I handled it. I went to every social media I saw it on. Said this post is not relevant to me, so why y'all send me LeBron content? And I nipped that in the bud real quick. I don't know, like I want to see that. I'm not signed up for LeBron content. If it's not basketball related, I don't want to see it. So I'll block them on Instagram. So I won't see you on that mess anymore. And Twitter, I made sure I clean that out. And Facebook. I think that's everything.
Yeah, hey, great.
And on that note, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Type in VOL Sportscast. And thank you, everyone. We just hit 100 downloads yesterday. We appreciate the support. Everybody, give the fans a round of applause. Thank y'all. We really appreciate it for the love. And man, we want to add some new dimensions to the show. So hopefully next month we have a new segment for y'all to interact with us, and it's gonna be fun and cool. And let's keep it clean and classy, Tyler. And let's have a good time. All right, guys, we out of here.
You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright.